Well, the BJP is all set to form the next government in Delhi after a gap of 27 years. And the party has won 48 seats out of the 17th elections, reducing the incumbent Aam Aadmi Party to just 22 seats from the 62 it had in the previous assembly. Former Chief Minister and Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal even couldn't manage to save his seat, and even other senior Aam Aadmi Party leaders, including Manish Sisodia, Saurabh Bhardwaj, lost in the election.
Well, now the big focus, Kitty, is on who the next Chief Minister of Delhi is going to be. BJP's Parvesh Verma, the giant killer amongst the key faces of Delhi Assembly elections, who defeated Arvind Kejriwal, is going to be the top contender. But will he be given this responsibility or not is a big question, because BJP in the past has set precedents where it has come out with surprise names, and this time it does not have any shortage of giant killers. There are also other big leaders in the party who have defeated big guns of Aam Aadmi Party. And also there are seasoned leaders of Delhi BJP who have been toiling hard for years, who cannot be ignored.
Absolutely. There have been names floating earlier. I mean, there have been speculations whether one of these, 7 MPs of Delhi could be made the chief minister. But yes, there are other names now, with Parvesh Verma also being in the fray. And there, is also speculation that Virendra Sachdeva could be given the responsibility. But whether that happens or not, of course, that's something that remains as the big question.
Well, there's Vijender Gupta, there's Virendra Sachdeva, there is Shikha Reddy, there is Parvesh Verma, there's a whole bunch of people, also Satish Upadhyay, who's also emerged as a giant killer. So no shortage of people who have trounced Aam Aadmi Party leader. So clearly this is going to be a difficult choice, but I have a feeling that the party has already made this choice, and they're just waiting for everybody to settle down, the celebrations to sort of settle down to make this announcement.
Absolutely. Well, there have been meetings yesterday also, and today also we do understand that the BJP is going to hold an important meeting, and they're likely to put the stamp on the next chief minister, but we'll keep an eye on the developments there. Let's also now listen into what Prime Minister Modi had said yesterday during his victory speech.
साथियों, आज की ये ऐतिहासिक विजय है। ये सामान्य विजय नहीं है। दिल्ली के लोगों ने आपदा को बाहर कर दिया। एक दशक की आपदा से दिल्ली मुक्त हुई। दिल्ली के लोग यमुना जी की इस पीड़ा को देखकर कितना आहत होते रहे हैं, लेकिन दिल्ली की आपदा ने इस आस्था का अपमान किया। मैंने चुनाव प्रचार के दौरान संकल्प लिया है कि यमुना जी को हम दिल्ली शहर की पहचान बनाएंगे। अगर संकल्प मजबूत है तो यमुना जी के आशीर्वाद रहने वाले हैं। हम मां यमुना जी की सेवा के लिए हर प्रयास करेंगे, पूरे सेवा भाव से काम करेंगे।
So after a day of decisive victory for the BJP, it's going to be a day of decisions for the BJP. Anushka joins us, my colleague also Shreya Ghosh joins us from the BJP headquarters. To you, Shreya, first, yesterday we saw the Prime Minister taking part in the BJP celebrations, but after that there was this very crucial meeting with Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister, HM Amit Shah, BL Santosh, the organisation secretary, and some important core members of Delhi BJP. Do we have any idea as to what the BJP is thinking on the chief ministerial phase, and how is the mood like in the BJP headquarters today?
Well, of course, the people of the national capital have given their mandate, and they have chosen Bharatiya Janata Party to govern them, in 48 of their constituency seats out of the 70 of them. And of course, we have seen massive celebrations taking place here in the BJP state office as well as in the BJP headquarters, because we understand that this party came to power after a drought of 27 years. This has been a historic comeback, and also after losing the big guns of Aam Aadmi Party, be it Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, Mr. Manish Sisodia, although we saw Atishi defeating, former MP, seasoned politician Ramesh Biduri, but the important, leaders of Aam Aadmi Party have lost to BJP. And this time we have seen, as we were hearing Mr. Prime Minister Narendra Modi as well, he has been highlighting good governance. BJP has promised to build a modern Delhi this time. Of course, we saw this defeat of Aam Aadmi Party because of anti-incumbency, because how BJP has been targeting its campaign towards the middle class voters, because largely the voters for Aam Aadmi Party has been the minorities, the Muslims, the Dalits, the slum dwellers. But unfortunately, after 10 years of governance, they have lost to the mammoth party, the Bharatiya Janata Party. And of course, now all eyes are on the CM face. We know the New Delhi constituency seat has been crucial. It has saw the likes of Sheila Dikshit, Arvind Kejriwal, and now this time we have Parvesh Verma, who's a former MP and also two-time MLA. And the party workers have been rooting for him as a CM, way before he, filed his candidature. And of course, now that he's won, people are anticipating that it could be him. But, of course, the party is quite
well, absolutely, Shreya. Who becomes the next chief minister of the national capital is the question on everybody's mind. Let me go across to our colleague Anushka, who is in Mundka, I believe, at the moment in the ancestral village of Parvesh Verma. Parvesh Verma has emerged as the giant slayer in this election, defeating Arvind Kejriwal in the New Delhi seat, the seat that Arvind Kejriwal held on for about 10 years now. So, Anushka, what is happening at the moment now? We do understand Parvesh Verma is going to be visiting a temple there.
Well, certainly, Kitty, Parvesh Verma, who emerged as the giant slayer from the New Delhi constituency, who defeated Arvind Kejriwal from that seat, is also a CM frontrunner. He is about to visit his ancestral village in few moments from now, and we are at his village right now at the temple where he will be, come to take blessings, and also he will be visiting the memorial of Sahib Singh Verma, who was his father. We'll show you some visuals also here early in the morning. We can see a lot of hustle and bustle in, at this temple. Parvesh Verma will be coming here at any time, at any moment. Also, we are seeing that after BJP's big win, there is a big debate about the CM's face. We did manage to talk to Parvesh Verma, and he has said that whatever the party will decide, the people will be following those decisions only. Now, also we are seeing that Parvesh Verma is a front runner of the CM phase, but also we have known BJP to make unconventional choices for the CM's phase, like we saw in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. So it can't be said right now as to who will be the chief minister, but also we are seeing that lots of people who defeated Aam Aadmi Party, because we saw that this time around people voted not just to elect a new government, but also to reject the previous one. We are at the ancestral village of Parvesh Verma. He will be coming here first at Mundka. After that, he will be visiting Jharonda, and in the middle he'll also be going to pay a tribute to his father's memorial. Also we are showing you the visuals of the temple wherein he will be coming to take blessings in just a few moments from now. We saw the elections; it was quite intense. The campaigning was sometimes hostile, but now we have seen the people's mandate, and also we have seen how BJP has in fact ended a drought of 27 years. We saw celebrations. We saw the BJP enjoying the high of winning the elections, but now it's a crucial time for BJP to make a decision as to who will be the CM face. We also saw meetings that happened yesterday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself was in the meeting. He addressed the people, all the members of the BJP and the people who worked quite hard to win this election, because we also saw that from 27 years the BJP failed to secure any seat in the national capital, but now we have seen that BJP has now emerged as the winning party, defeating Congress and Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party, who had won from 67 seats. After that, on the second term, they won from 62 seats. But now we have seen them, in fact, being toppled by the BJP government. Also, we are seeing that there is this high of winning elections, and the BJP yesterday also we saw was celebrating this win like anything. And also we are seeing that New Delhi constituency has always been known to give CM faces. We have seen Sheila Dikshit, who won from that seat. We saw Arvind Kejriwal, who won from that seat. Both of them were the chief ministers. Also, we are seeing Pravesh Verma, who is
Like, life has
Sahib
come
Singh
full
Verma.
circle for
Also,
Arvind
he will be
Kejriwal
going
from
to
the
he is
BJP
going to be
Sheila
visiting this
in the New Delhi seat to now losing that very seat to the BJP candidate Parvesh Verma.
Absolutely, Kitty. And when it comes to Parvesh Verma, there's this question of reward that needs to be given to him because he's defeated Aam Aadmi Party Supremo Arvind Kejriwal, in some ways destroying the politics, at least for the time being. But there's also the question of representation, where the BJP will have to be extremely mindful of, ensuring that every community gets represented, which is what the BJP's template has also been.
You mean a balance of caste, community, that
And
is
also
something.
gender, because
and gender.
yeah, this time you have Shikha Ray, you have also other women who have defeated people from the Aam Aadmi Party. Let's go across to Sajjan Kumar, who's a political analyst, and he's also been following Delhi elections very closely. Sajjan, tell us what are the factors that you think the BJP will be extremely mindful of this time, because this is 48 seats, okay, it's not 62, but of course this is a historic win. It also is reflective of the Delhi voters' choices that he wants work to be done and also welfare. So BJP will have to ensure that it provides them all the answers to the problems, including garbage, Yamuna, and also this LG conflict. You need somebody who works with the centre, fits right into the representation bracket, and is also somebody who can actually, be a mass leader. Does Parvesh fit into all of these categories, and who are the other people that the BJP could be looking at?
Yes, Vasudha, it's certainly a Herculean expectation of the electorates. And when we see electorates, there are certain generic issues, as you pointed out, about the sanitation, garbage, better civic infrastructure, clean Yamuna, pollution. These are something which affects the entire electorate. Having said that, there are also kind of segmentation, and there are different layers of expectations, and fitting them all into one basket is going to be quite a challenging job. What BJP would be mindful of? One, BJP would be mindful of the middle class expectation that clearly gave BJP the momentum, something that BJP was missing since 1998. And what is middle class expectation? A better civic infrastructure. This is one. Less pollution, clean Yamuna, etc. But besides that mandate, though BJP managed to defeat Aam Aadmi Party decisively, one should also be mindful of the fact that Aam Aadmi Party is still sitting over 43% of the electorates. So BJP in total has got 45 lakh 23,000 votes, and Aam Aadmi Party has got 42 lakhs 33,000 votes. So which means a gap of 1 lakh 90,000. And on the other hand, the 2 lakh votes that Congress got this time more away from the Aam Aadmi Party, that became crucial also for the demise of Aam Aadmi Party, wherein party lost almost 11 to 12 seats because of the Congress. So this still means for BJP that while middle class expectation is paramount, BJP has to cater to the demography which is lower middle class to the poor segment. When we say lower middle class to the poor segment, it constitutes the regional identities also of the Uttarakhandis, Purvanchalis, many other from southern belt, etc.
Yes.
So they constitute the lower segment. So how do you give the faces? Because BJP is famous.
So there is a possibility. Is there a possibility there could be more than one deputy chief ministers?
Precisely, we do not know whether Parvesh Verma, though he is expected to be the front runner, one of the front runner. But one thing that we may witness, and this is in sync with BJP's strategy of giving deputy chief minister. So Delhi may, for the first time, along with CM, may see deputy chief minister who may be catered to give a sense of relatedness to various identities. It could be on the basis of caste, on the basis of region, on the basis of economic identity,
right.
But who expect a couple of deputy chief ministers, one at least, or maybe two, along with the CM.
Okay,
Yes, Masud.
all right. You've spoken about Aam Aadmi Party also, Sajjan. Before I let you go, is there expected to be a churn in the Aam Aadmi Party too after this Delhi poll loss? Many are saying that Kejriwal could move to Punjab even.
And you see Bhagwant Mann flexing his muscles from here on. Because we saw the victory rally of
Right.
Atishi yesterday. That was also
Yes.
quite interesting.
No, Bhagwant Mann, there is a political economy of the Bhagwant Mann theory, because it is Punjab which has been funding, most of the kind of logistical requirement, because they have a bigger, the Punjab police and the government that way. Now that BJP, the Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party has lost the most important normative plank of ruling in Delhi, ruling over Delhi. Certainly Bhagwant Mann's stature for some time is going to be, but having said that, mind it, Aam Aadmi Party is a one leader centric party. It is a party which doesn't cater to any ideological framework. It is a post ideological party. It is a party which emerged out of the expectation of a middle class for a new kind of politics, and middle class has deserted the party. So therefore, it would be quite tough for Aam Aadmi Party to retain at least the opposition space in Delhi. Now, only Congress' colossal and underwhelming performance could guarantee that still Aam Aadmi Party at least will be relevant as far as the opposition space is concerned. But mind it, BJP is not going to let go of the opportunity to bring the top leadership of the Aam Aadmi Party under law, because of the kind of corruption charges and everything. If the top leadership faces the heat of the law, it would be very difficult for the party like Aam Aadmi Party to sustain, and it may crumble under its own weight, something that will benefit the Congress. But certainly in the transition phase, because whatever requirement, you need money to run the party. From Chhattisgarh, Bhupesh Baghel used to fund the Congress, for a couple of years until Karnataka was won by the Congress. So therefore, Chhattisgarh lobby became strong in Congress. So now it's only Punjab that is going to give the much needed kind of fuel for the Aam Aadmi Party, and therefore certainly his stature will be felt in the Aam Aadmi Party.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much, Sajjan, for getting us all that information and for your views there. Meanwhile, that is the latest we are picking at the moment. We do believe those are visuals coming in of Parvesh Verma. Parvesh Verma, yes, he is going to go to the temple in just a bit. But yesterday, when he was at the BJP office, also he, as we've been talking about, has emerged as a giant slayer, defeating Arvind Kejriwal in the New Delhi constituency. But yes, he was welcomed, and a grand welcome, of course, for Parvesh Verma there.
Absolutely. Goes to his ancestral village now, but more importantly, what happens to Aam Aadmi Party remains much awaited, because they also have to hold on to their 22 MLAs now.